Hi everyone. We're tripping all over the place. Welcome to what I hope is going to be a really fun class for you. We are exercising our eyes today, and if everything works, let's check it out. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Damn it. We gotta click on the different thing. If everything works, then we should enjoy. It might not work. Darn! The best laid plans. I'm gonna do something really quick. You're patient with me, I know you are. It does matter here because I wanna make sure this is what we're looking to do. We're looking to use this beautiful chart, and I just wanna make sure that we're all set up. I'm not entirely sure why it's not happening, but just bear with me for 1 second. Okay. Let's do that. Apply. Okay. Thanks for being here. Chat amongst yourselves. What are your eye issues? That's what I want to know. What are those eye issues? Are you somebody with astigmatism? Are you somebody who has nearsighted, farsighted? Currently, I'm in a combination mode of various different contact lenses in it right now. Okay, you all, let's see. Yay! All right, thank you for bearing with me. These things just make it easier for me as I'm navigating around in the boot. Guess what? I had my first pain-free morning today, so I'm pretty excited about that. But then Flashlight saw Bruno, and all hell broke loose. He likes to run after Bruno and jump on his back and all the good things. So anyhow, all right, we're here, we're excited. I'm gonna start our timer now. Let's just call this yoga. I like to see where we are, otherwise, I could teach forever. And I know most of you are fine with that, but. So let's talk about eyes. First, let's take our little index finger and our pointer finger, middle finger, and place your hands or your fingers just to kind of like the base of your hairline, right on either side of your neck spine. Now, as you gently touch there, just kind of like look around a little bit and see what you notice. The hope is that you start to notice a little bit of movement in the space of your neck as your eyes move around as well. And I like to show people this because it's just one kind of opportunity to just notice that there's a connection there. So the muscles that move around your eyes are also integrated with your neck. And so when we think about things like eye strain or staring at a screen and coming forward, these muscles in the back of our neck can get really tight because we're kind of looking forward. Here, I'll do a better profile. We're looking forward like this. So what we want to do is firstly just work on our neck alignment, okay? So you're going to take those two fingers again. Take your fingers onto your chin. Sorry about the mic. And then from here, just press your chin back so that you feel like you're making a double chin. We're not going to worry about it. It's going to be just fine. But you feel like you're making a double chin, like the back of your neck is lengthening up, and then just let it relax. Maybe it goes forward again. So we're going to press and hold it, and then release. Pull it back. These are called retractions. And if you have any neck pain, sometimes they're helpful. Pull. Let's do two more. Pull. And last one, pull it back. Now this one, feel the chin drawing back, feel that kind of double chin action. And then let your head tilt up and look up to the sky. And then if you need to use your hands to bring your head back forward, that's okay. We're gonna do a little retraction to extension. So it goes back and then look up. Hands behind the head if you need it to bring it all the way back. Sometimes I hear a little crispy crunchy going on as my neck gets warm. All the way up. Let's just do one more. If this is a lot for you, just know that a lot of us don't exercise our neck on a regular basis. Okay, so a couple rules before we keep moving on and start our next exercise, and I might have to plug something in because it looks like it went out. Technology, you are a disappointment. So the rule is if you get dizzy, because sometimes moving the eyes around can cause a bit of dizziness, just stop. You know, do it with your head, close your eyes, drop in, breathe, relax yourself, okay? So let's just begin turning our head to the right. We're gonna draw a half circle down, and for now, just let your head take your eyes where they need to be. Over to the side, and then look front. Look over to the left. Drop your chin down toward your throat. Look over to the right, and turn back to center. Remember, as we go side to side, we're never forcing anything. We're always just kind of exploring the range of motion, seeing what's there for us. Let's go one more time. Turn and look. All the way down. And come back to center. Now, we're gonna turn and look to the right, and this time draw a half circle up to the sky. Think of drawing a half circle with your nose, come back to the left, and come forward. Sometimes that one makes me dizzy, so go as slow as you need to, or make it smaller. All the way over to the side, and come back to center. Good. Turn to the side, look up. All the way over to the side, and back to center. One more time. Look up. All the way back to the side, and center. Let's look down. Come center, and look up, and come center. Repeat that. I'm gonna grab a plug. Look down, come center, look up, and come center. Look down, and come to the center. Look up, and come to the center. Look down, come to the center. Don't knock everything over. Look up. Come to the center. Let's go one more round. I'm using my phone as a camera here, so, oh, I guess it's not off camera. I thought it was. Oh, great. Are you guys witnessing the downfall of Jenna? It's possible. All right. Come back to center. Look directly to the right. There we go. And come center. Look left. And come center. Look to the right. Let's hope that works out. And come center, look to the left, and come center. Luckily, there's an easy fix for everything, but look right, come center. But I like to have these things figured out before we press live. It's all good. One more time each side. Look to the right, come center, look to the left. Okay, now look up to the right diagonal. So not up, not side, right in between. So look up, and come center. Look down to the left diagonal. And again, look, and down. Let's do it again. Look up, and look down in the diagonal. And one more time, look up, and look down in the diagonal. We'll come back to center. Okay, last time, look up on the left, and look down on the right. Thinking about turning your head only, being as gentle as you need to be. All of this should feel good. You might feel your neck getting a little, a little tired. Maybe you're moving it more on purpose than you normally do. That's okay. Good. One more time, up. Good, and down. Okay, come back to center. Take your hands to your knees. Round your spine back in a seated position. Feel your back open. Lift your chest up in an extended position. And then let's do it again. As we round, let's take the eyes all the way down. Think about looking at your cheeks on your face. And then look up to the sky, look past your eyebrows, or look at your eyebrows. And again, rounding forward, look at those cheeks. Look up to the sky, look at your eyebrows. Just a couple more, rounding back. And looking up. Come back to center. Widen your feet out to the side. Take your arms just down behind your legs. Let's take a side bend over and let your ear reach down to your shoulder. So you're tilting your head as far as you can. Space on the left side, reaching down on the right. Push down through your sits bones to come back up here. And let's do the other way. Good. Now, it's real common to kind of do a side bend but turn your head in one direction or the other. Try to think of your face facing directly front. Good. Coming back up to center. And good. And all the way back to center. Let's go one more time. Yeah, Colleen, go ahead and rest. Last one, you deserve the rest. Treat the symptoms. Rest up, lots of liquids. Mucinex was helpful for me. Rest here. Okay, so we're gonna go into our first little coordination exercise. Let me change out this chart real quick. So I like this as a way of exercising the eyes without kind of too much strain. And all of these exercises come from, let's see, we got it? Oops. Whoop. There we go. Is that all of it? Yeah, all of these exercises come from the McIntyre Pilates, which is the, Trent McIntyre is a person who specializes in what he calls neuro movement or brain games. And so you saw the chart. Now here's the deal. There is a staff, which is a line in the center, and then there's a dot on either side. Now, I think I'm mirroring you, so what I'm not gonna do is mirror the mirror. Yeah, I don't know. I think if I do it the right way, it'll look the wrong way to you, so that's why I chose to put the camera off to the side. So essentially, if the dot is on the right side of the staff, you're gonna smack your right leg. If the dot is on the left side of the staff, you're gonna smack your left leg. If it's in the center, you're gonna do both at the same time. We're gonna time it, and your goal is to go through the lines as many times as possible. If you get to the last line, start again from the top, okay? And then I just want you to type in the chat after how many times you got through, all right? There's no pressure to do it. You're just trying to get your eyes to recognize the shapes and to do the best you can as you go through. I will be tapping silently. We're gonna get ready to go in 10 seconds, okay? Hopefully this works out. So remember, dot on the right, slap the right, dot on the left, slap the left, dot in the center, slap on both. Go through as many times. Ready, set, and go. I am not talking. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. How did you do? We're gonna do it another round through because that was a little clunky. So don't worry about your score on this first round, but I do want you to tap it into the chat after the next one, okay? All right, we're getting ready to go one more time, as many times as you can in 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. and stop. All right, how many times did you make it through the chart? Once, twice, 1.5, 1 and 2 lines? Let me know in the chat. So the goal of these exercises are essentially, in the event that it was so easy for you and you got through 3 rounds, then the expectation is that we need to make it harder. So maybe we use colors, or we use a different kind of motion, etc. But at least we hope that you can get through 1 chart in 30 seconds. And if you want a chart to practice with on your own, I'm more than happy to send it along with you. All right, that said, we're gonna come down to the mat. I'll watch the chat to see what it was like for you. It's real natural to get frustrated in these exercises. Please try to refrain from the judgment of it all, because this is all new, right? So we are gonna do a couple more eye exercises, but for right now, we're gonna come down onto the mat, and we're going to, I'm gonna remove my boot, we're gonna come down all the way onto your back for a bridge. For the next couple exercises, we're gonna integrate eye gaze. In the event, again, that you get dizzy, you just don't worry about it, okay? So we're all the way down on the back. We're gonna take our feet in close to our hips, in as wide a position as you can kind of manage well. That feels very stable for you. So firstly, I want you to stare down without lifting your head off the mat, and look for the lowest point you can see. Maybe that's right above your knees. And then imagine that there's a line kind of right in between your knees that extends all the way up. So our goal here as we work our bridge is going to be to gaze or look right up the wall, find the place where the wall meets the ceiling, look along the ceiling, and then continue looking back as far as we can until we're at the top of the bridge. So our eye gaze is going to coincide with our movement. And then on the way down, we're gonna do the opposite, okay? Ooh, I see a couple times. Nice job, nice job. All right, so bring your arms down by your side. Look down as low as you can to the lowest point. Start to curl your tail back. Start to look up through the center. Continue to look up. Continue to track. Find the place where the wall meets the ceiling. Keep staring back, keep pressing your hips higher, keep looking overhead until you absolutely can't look any farther back behind you. And then we'll start to roll down. And the same thing applies. Try to make your gaze really smooth. Try not to, I just did it, try not to jump your gaze. Do you know what I mean by that? So when we jump the gaze, it's kind of look here, look here, look here, look here. We want to try to, like a strong brush stroke, all the way up, all the way down. Let's try it again here. Starting with a curl back, starting to look with your eyes, taking your time, thinking about landing your hips at the top at the same time as you land your eyes as far back as they can. Good. And then slowly lower down, tracking the eyes as you go. All right, very good. Let's go one more time to roll up, and then we're going to go into a variation. So we're rolling through the spine. Trying to track the gaze takes a lot of concentration, which is great for our mental focus. Once you get up to the top, take your eyes to the back right corner. And we're going to attempt to roll down along the right side of your spine as you track the right side of your gazing line. So we're looking at the back right corner. We're going to take it down slowly, all the way down. I'm making that kind of twitchy eye look. Then roll right back up along the right side of your spine. So the right side's getting a little more weight. We're massaging the right lower back. We're looking up overhead. We're looking back behind us. Good. And then lower all the way down. let's just shift the weight over to the left side. Take your gaze a little more to the left corner maybe. Start low and then curl up along the left side, gazing as you go. Sometimes there's so much to look at that you, you get distracted. Try to stay steady. Good, and then slowly lower down. The left side for me is my astigmatism side, and it's the side that I have the hardest time tracking. Good, let's go again. Reaching it up. All the way up over to that left back corner. All the way down. And then come back to center. Now, just do a bridge in the center and see if the bridge has changed at all. What I find is that when I integrate the eyes, I get a lot more fluidity in my spine. You may find the same or not. All right, let me know if you have a chance to chat. From here, we are going to, I don't know how this is gonna work for you to stare at your screen. If you're using an iPad, I suppose you could hold it up like this, but you'll get the gist of it. So we're gonna take our legs to tabletop and or on the floor, whatever you need. And then we're going to use, so just look at the screen for a moment. We're gonna use this chart as we are in tabletop. So you see the M in the center. Let's say that is right, M stands for middle. Simple enough, right? So find a middle point where your head is in kind of a neutral position. You're looking straight up at the ceiling. And so for the first action, your head stays center, but your eyeballs follow that arrow up as high as they can overhead, back down to the center, and then as low as they can, looking down to your cheeks or your legs, back down to the center. So we're gonna do that a couple times, up and down. Not hard to understand by any means, right? But just up and down, no head movement, just eyeballs, okay? I told you it was gonna get kind of fun today. Fun, strange. All right, in the event that you're watching your chart, I'll leave it up for you. Bring your legs to tabletop. Feel all of the cues that we work on, heavy hips, heavy rib cage, working through your breath. Good, from here, take your eyeballs slowly back overhead and slowly to the middle. Eyeballs look slowly down to your cheeks. Slowly back to the middle. Look all the way up overhead. Back to the middle. Try to keep it smooth, look down. Back to the middle, one more time. Slowly up overhead. Back to the middle. Slowly down to the cheeks. Back to the middle, hug your knees into your chest. And recover. How did it go? Some of you are like, I hate this, it's the worst. The end, I know, I understand. All right, so our next exercise is gonna be both hands on the left knee as the right leg reaches out. It can be up if you need it to be up, it can be bent if you need it to be bent, it can be low for a little more challenge to the core. You get to choose, okay? And then we're gonna use those sideways arrows to look side to side with the eyeballs only as we maintain the position. Okay? So only eyeballs. Let's put our hand on our knee. Choose your position here in the event that you're using the chart. Here it is. And then face focuses in the middle. Keep breathing. Eyeballs go all the way to the right. Pass to the center. All the way to the left. Come to center. Try to get a nice fluid gaze. Back and center. To the side. To the center. To the side. To the center. More to the side. To the center. Pull both knees into your chest. Relax for a moment. We're gonna do the other side, okay? Are you ready? Find the hands on the right knee. Press into that right leg. Find your left foot position. Here we go. Head faces the center. Find middle. Look to the left as far as you can. Come back to center. look to the right. Come back to center, just the eyeballs. Look left, back to center, look right, back to center, look left, back to center, look right, back to center, come and rest. How are we doing? Yeah, I know. All right, we're gonna move the next one. Let's take your right foot down. Your left knee is up and your right hand's gonna be against the left knee. So from here, we're gonna extend the leg and the arm out to an X, and you're gonna follow the diagonal line looking back to your arm. And then you can kind of use your hand as a guide to come back. But as you come back here, I want you to look down on the left diagonal. So up to the high right diagonal, down to the left diagonal. Totally out of the comfort zone. It is. You know what happens is, to a degree, our eyes have gotten a little lazy over the years because things have been made easier to see. I mean, right now I have the text, bopped up 1,000,000%. So it's not uncommon to feel like, ugh, this is very, very frustrating. I think your brain gets the message that, hey, I thought we had this down. I thought our eyes were doing okay. And it's not that they're not, it's just that, think about, this is like running a marathon for the eyes. The first day is going to be very uncomfortable in your training, and then over time it'll get a little easier. So let's work those diagonals. I'll put the chart up again, just in case. Here we go. Our right hand is against our left knee. Find your middle gaze, your head stays still. You're going to take your eyeballs up to the high right diagonal. Reach your arm and leg away from center. Your eyeballs come back down and look at the low left diagonal. Your eyeballs reach up to the high right diagonal. Your eyeballs track down to the low left diagonal. For whatever reason, this particular diagonal is where I feel very confident. The other one, not so much. Good. Reach all the way up. Reach all the way down. Last one, reach all the way up and back. Pull it all the way down. Come back to center, and we'll do the second side together, okay? Let's bring your left hand on your right knee, and we'll go to the other side. Find a middle with your head. Keep your head there. Take your eyes up on the left diagonal, and then down on the right diagonal. I skipped like 25 points there, just the eyeballs. And I always just bring humor into it for myself, because the expectation is never that you're going to be perfect at this. It's always like, wow, look at that. That's interesting, or that's challenging, or I'm really good at that, or I'm not so good at that. Always just a point of inquiry. Good. Let's go 2 more. Uh-oh, reaching down. See, I want to skip right over the center. Good. And hug your knees into your chest. Excellent. One of the things that's so interesting about all of this is that sometimes you can have a shoulder issue, and there's something that's not, there's a message that's not happening, whether it's been not used for a while, sleeping, injured, impeded, nerve, whatever. Sometimes working with the eyes can give you a little bit more information about what's going on. So let's rock ourselves up. We're gonna roll, onto your stomach. We're gonna use the same chart in a little bit of a back bend. Now, as you roll up, if you feel a little dizzy, again, like sometimes working the eyes in an expanded way is dizzying. It's just, you have to get your whole vestibular inner ear system to get online. So give yourself slow and gentle transitions. The good news is, I'm not sure if you can tell, but as you work your eyeballs, you start to expand your perspective, and you're kind of able to take in more. Also, if you're tired after this one, it's okay. I mean, that is very common to be tired after working your eyes. For me, for sure. All right, so we are gonna come down I'm gonna put our chart on. What we're gonna do is we're going to come up with our head at middle, which is gonna be at the ground. So picture the chart right underneath you. Then you're gonna take your eyes up and down a couple times, lower down, then we'll go side to side, then we'll do the diagonals. All right, so let's get this up. Maybe your iPad is underneath you. Let's come up into a small back bend. Your focus is to the ground. You're gonna go eyeballs up, eyeballs down, straight line up and down, eyeballs to the eyebrows, and then down to your cheeks. Go one more eyebrows, down to the cheeks, and lower down. Good. From here, bring it up again. If your back bend wants to be higher, let it be higher. Just keep your focus on the ground. And then take your eyeballs to the left, and then to the right. To the left, and to the right. To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Lower down, relax. Come up again. Maybe it wants to be higher this time, you decide. Take your eyeballs to the right diagonal, and then through center to the left low diagonal. The right high diagonal, left low diagonal. Right high, left low, right high, left low. Come back to center, lower all the way down. One more time. Bring it up, and take it to the left high and the right low. Left high, right low. Left high, just the eyeballs, right low. One more time. Left high diagonal, right low diagonal, lower all the way down, and then take one last little swan and lower down. So I have to tell you, you can do it again if you want. Anytime I exercise my eyes, my back bends get automatically easier. And like, you know, I'm a dancer, I can force it. Doesn't feel good, but the ease at which I can find motion is definitely evident from the eyes. All right, we're gonna come up and sit. If you need to sit on a block or a stool or something like that to make it a little more comfortable in this seated position, please get a pillow, a stool, a block, something like that. Otherwise, join me here in like a little Z sit. And what we're gonna do is take a little rotation. So start with your hip here, and you're gonna press your right hip open, and just take a turn, and turn your head as far back as you think you can or should, and then come back to center. I wanna move the food out of here, like looking at you. I'm done with you. Get in the plants. All right, here we go. So press the hip open, rotate, turn, and it's without forcing it, and come back down to your head. So as you turn on the back, you're just kind of taking it in. You're turning and looking as far as your neck wants to take you, as far as your eyes want to take you, and then you're going to come back around. Another aspect you can kind of pay attention to is just like, okay, well, which part of my back, sorry, I went away for a second. Which part of my back is turning the most? So if I'm really paying attention, maybe the low back, maybe the middle, not so much the upper back, yeah? Let's do one more. Okay, so from here, we're gonna take the left hand to the right shoulder, touch the microphone, and we're gonna turn as far as you can, use your other hand wherever you need to, over to the side. Now from here, stay and just turn your head over your right shoulder, over your left shoulder, over your right, over your left, 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 and recover and rest for a second. And then just for the heck of it, turn around and see, whee, if you can go farther back. Good. If the hand on the shoulder isn't working for you, I think I'm gonna put my hand down to the side. All right, we're gonna go another one. So let's go all the way around as far as you're able to without forcing it. Keep your chin over your left shoulder and take your eyes to the right, eyes to the left, eyes to the right, eyes to the left, eyes to the right, eyes to the left. Go faster and faster, faster, side to side, 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 and then come all the way back to center. Rest. And then test drive. Whee. All right, I'm curious, did you feel your rotation open up? For me, I don't know if it's evident, but now I feel like I can see my foot, this foot, whereas before I was only looking to the corner of the back wall. So hopefully you're feeling something interesting too. I have, you know how brave it is to teach this on a live stream? It's hard work. So kudos for those of you who are participating. And again, just like constant reminder, if it's not working for you, let it go. It might be better in a situation where you're one-to-one with a person, or you take one of the exercises we did today. We're doing quite a bit. All right, let's start turning. Oh, good. Thank you, Tracy, for commenting and coming back. I didn't turn my head that time, but as we turn, we want to look back. And again, you're just taking it in. So right now, I'm marking that I can't see my foot without forcing it. If I really wanted to prove a point, I could probably crank my head around. I don't want to do that. So just a couple times, noticing where the turn is coming from, right? The good news is, you all, it's not gonna go away, what we've done. It does require a few more repetitions, but don't worry about everything going to pot, you know, after class. This stuff has some sticking power. All right, let's go. If you want to take your hand to your shoulder, you can come around and then just turn your head first. Head over the left, head over the right, head over the left, head over the right. Looking as you go. Good. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and then recover all the way back. Let yourself settle. As you age, as we age, all of us, our inner ear changes a bit. The pressure changes. So it's not uncommon to get dizzier as you get older, but through engaging in some of these simple exercises, you can oftentimes just like kind of pump the brakes on that dizziness. If you're dealing with something like vertigo, which is something I work with a lot of my clients on, you know, this might be an overload for you. Sometimes it helps a ton, sometimes it's too much. Again, always temper it. All right, that was what I need to center. Let's go one more time. Turn, just test it. Whee, that's better. I'm seeing my toes now. And then we're gonna go again. Turn over, keep your chin over your right shoulder, eyes to the left, eyes to the right, eyes to the left, eyes to the right. Get a rhythm, go as fast as you can, as fast as you can, as fast as you can, as fast as you can. And recover. Whee! And then do one more to turn around. There's that foot. Good. All right. Let's come all the way around. In the front, take your hands onto your knees and just take a stretch forward over your feet for a moment. Deep breath in, softening your eyes, softening your gaze. Coming all the way back up. We'll do that a couple times through, just rounding over. Good. I do, full transparency, get a little bit dizzy. Sometimes I get a little nauseous from eye work, but as long as I can kind of pace it, here's our last one. It does help, okay? All right, so we're gonna do 2 more simple exercises. The first, we're gonna take our hands in front of our face, and I want you to just wiggle your fingers, like make a mess with your fingers. And then when I say stop, you're going to focus your eyes on one finger or part of your hand, one aspect of your hand, and name it. So it might be something like thumb. If it's on this side, then you're gonna follow what you named out to the side, follow it all the way back, and then do it again. So we just make a mess with our fingers. We're staring, we're staring, we're staring. We're gonna let our eyes land on something, ring finger. And then I'm gonna take it out to the side. I'm gonna follow it. I'm gonna bring it all the way back, and then we're going. We're going, we're messing it up, we're messing it up, we're messing it up, and stop. Whatever you looked at. You can alternate hands too, it's not cheating. Good. Mess it up, mess it up, mess it up, mess it up. And stop. Land on one part of your hand. Come back in, make a mess. And stop. Focus, focus, focus. One more time. And stop. Focus. And come back to center and rest. Okay, second to last exercise. Sometimes it does help to have a pen, or I just happen to have a mallet here that's out in front of you. I guess I don't have them handy. It's nice, I have these, you'll find them at a craft store. They're a wooden dowel with a little kind of wooden ball on the end, and I paint them red, like red nail polish. And basically what you're trying to do is focus with both eyes onto the object as it comes into your nose. The deal is that you want to be able to see two of them as it comes closer. Often if you have astigmatism or some other ocular situation that you're dealing with, you'll just see one. And if you do this at home and look at somebody else does it with you, you'll see like one eye tracks the object very well and the other one is just kind of like napping. So the idea is that as it gets closer to you, you keep your gaze on it, you keep your gaze on it. Let's see if I can get two. And as it comes closer to your nose, not today, you ideally see two of them. I only got one today. This is one of my biggest challenges. I don't think it'll reach over here. I have a number of tools in the studio because I work with a lot of people with neural stuff. Nope, just one today. All right, so that's an indicator that I have to do a little bit more. You only see one too, yeah. Yeah. Come on. I got two, I got two, I got two. I got two, wow! Oh, that's the first time I've gotten two in a while. Let's do one more time. Oh. Now you see why it's exhausting, because the level of concentration, and I'm slowing it down a ton so I can really work the focus. I can almost feel. Here we go. Oh, come on, come on. Somewhere right in here. Yeah, baby. Two. This is like the most random stuff on YouTube today, isn't it? Okay, so who cares about any of this? Why is it important? We've talked about like the correlation with neck muscles. We've talked about just the eye muscles in general, like, and the eye strain, and the fact that we tend to stare at things that are very small, and the world is much, much wider, right? I've never seen anyone do any of this. Yeah, so here's the reason why people don't do it. This isn't fitness. It certainly fits into the movement paradigm, right? But it's not, you're not going to shred your eyes, man. You're not gonna lose weight in your eyes and like burn eye calories. It's not happening, right? This is about improving function. And so I think on this channel with all of you, we have come to this place where we understand that our focus is on quality of life, not numbers on a report or a scale or what have you. Like, we want to have experiences that expand us. So if you can, I think Joyce here too, I would love to hear back from you today after this class. If you can go outside, you're gonna see things. It's the best way I wanna describe it for you. You're going to like notice more, okay? It's gonna be crisper. You're going to have a wider visual field. And that is like awesome, for lack of a better way of describing it, right? Like to be able to look and see. You might, again, be exhausted after doing all of this because it really is. I'm thinking of Joy and the puppies, like get out there and look and just notice details. And if there's one exercise to do on the daily that you want to practice, I might do this, just a pen tip, or this, or you know, all the X diagonal, your chart. And again, if you want a chart, I can send you one. That's a little different, but similar. I can send you a printout so you can do it for yourself, okay? Whew. Why did the moves matter to us? Why do we work the little pieces of our body? Because just like Mount Everest, they're there. So it's a conquest. The premise is that we hope that your body is working optimally and well and supporting you in every way possible, but sometimes we want to give a little support back to it by way of stimulating it with these different directives, different challenges, coordination, etc. So this is very fringe. Thank you for going there with me today. I would love to know if you want more of this. A full class is certainly a lot, so maybe we'll just integrate a few into future. Yeah, and thank you for reminding me, Joy. So Joy's been painstakingly streaming. I am gonna put something on my Instagram today and out into the world. We're close to the halfway mark of hours. I need to get up to 3,000 hours on the streaming platform to reach the next level on YouTube. And then I won't bother you about it anymore. It just kind of legitimizes things and keeps us going and gives me the opportunity to get a little bit of compensation for these classes. If you ever want to compensate me, the support links are always there. The best way to do it is through my website. And last one, my community who's been with me forever always notices the t-shirts that I wear saying I am capable. And on Monday we talked about what that meant. And so just in case you missed that, what it means is that every day holds the opportunity for something. It doesn't mean you have to do something at all energetic costs. Maybe it's a deep breath, that counts. Maybe it's laying down and just listening to the music, that counts. You get to decide what you're capable of on any given day and let that be the thing that kind of lifts you up and lights you up for the day. So the capable daily practice is very individualized. And I'm saying all this because if you go to jennazaffino.com/merch, I just launched t-shirts, sweatshirts, stickers. There's a fanny pack, and there's a Jay-Z Studio hat. So go check it out. It's a new service that I'm using. I hope you love it, and I hope I see you out in the wild with your merch on. I just ordered a bunch myself, so we'll see how it goes. But I will see you tomorrow. We're gonna do lots of breathing. We're gonna do some eye reset. If you have an eye mask, like a cooling mask, a gel mask, or a lavender eye pillow, or something really yummy for yourself, be sure to bring it, okay? Because it's gonna be a good one. The fanny pack. I think they do ship to Canada. The whole thing is like a third-party ordering system. So basically, you buy it, I pay for it, they make it. That's how it works. So as far as I'm concerned, the only places that they're not shipping to, I think, is Australia right now. I'm so sorry. But I believe they are doing the US and Canada. So I'll double check that and we'll chat in the DMs. All right, you all. This was fun. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Big love to you. Don't forget why the movement mattered to you. I'll see you tomorrow.